Okay, so in case, because everybody dies, it's inevitable. I'm against it, but nevertheless, at a certain point, Clint Eastwood is going to die, and I just want to have something in the bank.
Before it becomes not cool.
He is 91 years old.
All right.
How do you handle? How do you handle?
Oh, yeah, so
I'm
this
sorry.
is him.
This is him at the RNC 2012 National Convention. You probably were too young to remember that.
What year was it?
2012.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever watched an RNC thing. But,
Okay.
But like, yeah.
I used to watch that shit.
I remember it. But this is him talking to an empty chair that
represents Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
He showed up at the RNC convention as a secret surprise keynote speaker. That's the headliner. And they didn't know what he was going to do.
Came in with his Titus 45.
They asked, hey, man, what are you going to do? He's like, I'm going to do some improv comedy. Give me that chair over there.
He's like, I'm actually really into the alt scene. People wouldn't guess, but I'm a quiplash
I'm
maniac.
a Second City fanatic.
He loves Adult Swim. People wouldn't guess.
This is very Adult Swim, actually. It's more Adult Swim than it is Second City.
It's fucking absurd.
It's Tim and Eric.
You handle promises that you made when you were running for election, and how do you handle it? I mean, what do you say to people? Do you just I know people are wondering. You don't have it. Okay.
Okay, while he collects his thoughts, I want to give you my biggest complaint about Barack Obama. He promised, I remember him promising to take away our guns. And I took all my guns and I put them in a box and I put them at the end of my driveway. And 8 years passed and he never came and picked them up.
What happened is...
I eventually had to donate them to a school.
They went to the ground and grew into a gun tree. Now he's just got pistols hanging off of branches.
All right.
Dude, no, he... you know what I realized watching this? He looks like Skeletor in the live-action He-Man movie from the 80s. You know what I'm talking about?
An easily confused Skeletor?
The live-action... Yeah, hold on.
It's a good thumbnail. Oh, you mean... Oh, God, that's Frank Langella. That's the great actor. One of Whoopi Goldberg's many exes. Frank Langella.
I mean, it's a little bit mean, but he's got... It looks like if Clint Eastwood's skin got ripped off his face, kind of.
That might be a good thumbnail.
There you go, if you want to see. Like I said, it's a little mean, but I see the resemblance.
That would be one of our more confusing thumbnails.
This reminds me, I did this roast battle, and there were 2 rounds, and the second round was like 45 seconds straight rather than like one joke. And the guy I was up against did this hilarious thing where he got the sound man to play Through the Eyes of an Angel or whatever, that Sarah McLachlan song that always comes on the SPCA commercials and shit. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, if you guys donate $1, you can help feed this broke-ass open micer. And it started destroying, and then that was all he planned. And then so for the rest of the 30 seconds, he kind of just mumbled, and he ended up losing that round too because he didn't prepare. If Clint would have put together, spent 30 more minutes on this.
Oh, yeah, it could have killed.
It could have.
Dude, here's the thing, man.
I wish there were comedians there because they would have been dying at just the awkward bomb. You know what I mean?
Oh, people covered it.
Oh,
Jon Stewart had a heyday.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things in the world is good old uncomfortable bomb.
Exactly.
Especially when they come in with this.
But
guy's
they're not
confidence.
uncomfortable.
Even some of the people in your own party
they're
were very
eating it up.
disappointed when you didn't close Gitmo.
I don't know how he's.
And I thought, I think closing Gitmo. Why close that? We spent so much money on it.
What is this?
My
I
battery
thought maybe it's an excuse.
I ran out of sun.
What do you mean, shut up? Okay. I thought it was just because somebody had a stupid idea of trying terrorists in downtown New York City. Maybe that was.
Well, they blew up a building in New York City, so kind of makes sense. But this is what I imagine. This is what I imagine Obama actually sounds like in Clint Eastwood's mind. And if you've ever seen a Clint Eastwood movie, you know what I'm talking about.
What'd you say, honky sucker pig head, jive turkey fool?
Socky pig head. That's my favorite is pig head. I've never heard
That's
that.
dude. No.
Is that like an old thing?
No. There's a scene in Sudden Impact where these black guys are holding a white woman hostage, and Dirty Harry's like looking at him, and he's got his gun out or whatever, and he goes, "What you gonna do, suck a pig?"
Really? I don't remember that.
Because it's in Sudden Impact, which is probably my favorite Dirty Harry. Because it's a really
I've
weird...
only seen the first one. I think I've only seen the original Dirty Harry. That's probably why I don't remember that.
My top 5. Here's my top 5.
So did the Dirty Harrys kind of get goofy towards the end?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Totally. Dude, the last one had
I guess
Jim Carrey playing Axl Rose, essentially, or playing, doing a music video. Liam Neeson is the director. Jim Carrey lip syncs Welcome to the Jungle. This is right before Guns N' Roses was about to break, and it's Jim Carrey. Just doing a music video where he's like, "Welcome to the jungle." It's just fucking bonkers. He gets chased by a remote control with a detonator on it.
To all movies, though, they just all get goofy
but
as they keep getting made.
I don't like the first Dirty Harry. All the other ones, though, get phenomenally
it's pretty dry.
better.
It's a little bit of a fucking journey.
Because they get weirder and weirder. And just...
the Rockies movie became so 80s hoaxy.
Oh, yeah.
It had
it went from...
phoning in all the energy.
It went from this beautiful
80s.
love story about this loser and these two losers finding love and stuff to, Mr. T and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, exactly.
Where Rocky has to fight Mr. T. Then he has to defeat Russia.
Isn't there there's a redneck guy in one of the later ones, too, right?
Which one?
Isn't there a dude with a mullet? Am I thinking of the wrong?
No, that's Tommy.
That's
Gunn.
Tommy Gunn? Okay, he's not like a redneck. He just has a mullet.
Well, I guess he is. Well, maybe. Well, he had a mullet. I don't know. He might be a redneck if...
Tommy Gunn sounds like a New York nickname, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy Gunn. Although I just feel like everyone named Tommy is from New York. All right, back to this fucking shenanigans. God.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
Killing,
dude, if he fucking said, "Go ahead and make my day" to Obama, their heads would fucking explode. I mean, he would probably literally kill someone.
You'd say, "Go ahead and make my day" to an empty chair.
Yes, that was supposed to be Obama. He would be like,
yeah, if he just was like, "Hey, Barack,
make my day."
Dude, like in Gran Torino, and then
the orgasm,
that's actually a death threat.
The place would fill with cum. It would be awash in sperm from all the male orgasms.
T.I. saw this and was like, "I'm doing stand-up." He's like, "This guy can crush like this. I got this."
I like how that fucking triggered, what's his name? Godfrey or whatever.
Oh yeah, well, did you know the story behind it? T.I. asked if he could go up after Godfrey on a show Godfrey was doing in
headlining.
So it would have been, after he did 45, the crowd, and I think Godfrey just thought it was a weird request, and that's why he said no, more or less. He did seem. From the clip I watched, he did seem rather offended about it. But, I think that was more of the comedian, fuck this guy. He just wants to be on a real comedy show.
Yeah, but my attitude is Godfrey probably did some fucking...
Because whenever I was...
untoward shit.
Oh, yeah, they were talking about it.
Godfrey must have got spots he didn't deserve.
I think they were talking about it on the bonfire. And fucking Jay. That was when Jay brought up like having a similar story, but it was not nearly as big of a deal because it was Norm Macdonald that wanted to do time.
Oh,
after
yeah.
him at one of his shows where he was headlining, and Norm just went up and did 20 minutes of material naming different types of apples. He just like kept going until he walked like the whole.
You got the
room.
Macintosh
It
apple.
was like Granny
You got
Smith, Golden Crisp, Fiji, Green Fiji.
I would
like,
have paid to see that.
Exactly. Like, I'm sure it was great. And even Jay was like, oh, yeah, I stayed there and watched every second of it. It was fantastic. But, like, a lot of people were like, all right, this is enough. After, like, 5 or 6 minutes, people were just started giving up on it.
I'm going to get up on stage and just say apples and see if that can make people laugh.
Maybe if you were holding your tongue. Because it sounds like asshole when you do that.
Okay.
Because you can't make a sound with cut your head. So it goes apple.
If you say elephant shoes, if you just lip the words.
It's like I love you. Right?
Exactly.
Have you ever heard the watermelon rule? It's like if you ever don't know the words to a song, but you want to mouth it out, just say watermelon over and over again.
Like
apparently that like
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Like Dana Carvey in Wayne's World.
Yeah.
You watch Dana Carvey in Wayne's World?
I've seen Wayne's World multiple times. It's been.
You ever seen him go like, he didn't know the words? He never heard the song before. All right.
I learned that from RuPaul's Drag Race. Because one of the contestants.
Oh, the
girls
watermelon
in
thing?
Yeah. In the
Oh, that is a pro. So it's a pro tip.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. I mean, I don't know how, but because like a girl clearly like didn't know the words, and then it cut to talking head, and one was like, "Girl, just say watermelon. Just say watermelon," because I guess it kind of like covers a just of, I don't know.
I've got to hand it to you. I've got to give credit where credit's due. You did overrule that finally. And that's so now we're moving onward. And I know I know you were against the war in Iraq, and that's okay. But you thought the war in Afghanistan
Can I just
Wait,
say?
hold on. Let him finish.
Okay.
was okay. You thought that was something that was worth doing.
No, George W. Bush thought that was worth doing. And you're at a Republican convention. But
I mean,
Joe Biden pulled out, and these guys all freaked out about it. But okay, whatever.
The funny thing is, like, he's giving off hardcore Biden vibes. All he's doing is going every other word. He doesn't.
He's probably Biden's. At that time, he was probably Biden's age now. But hey, if he ran for president, he'd have fucking cleared up. Now he's a bit of a moderate. People wonder about Clint Eastwood's politics. He's a self-described moderate. What that means, and I'll give you an example of what that means. So, when his girlfriends would get pregnant, he would say, "You have to get an abortion or I will break up with you and then I will destroy your life." So, on one hand, that's not exactly pro-life, but on the other hand, that's not exactly pro-choice. It's right down the middle. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, he wasn't saying that it's a life yet.
And he wasn't saying that you have a choice.
That's very moderate. I thought you were gonna say that means he's a Republican, but just doesn't want people to think he's racist.
Yeah, he broke up with this chick Sandra Locke because she directed her own movie, and he freaked out.
He
wasn't destroyed her career.
Wasn't always a Republican. He just got rich enough that he was like, "Ooh, they're right about these taxes."
Go ahead. I want to build this office.
We didn't check with the Russians to see how they did there for the 10 years, but it.
We would check America.
We did, and it was, it's something to be thought about, and I think that.
He's finishing sentences. He's finishing
when
sentences.
We get to
That's good.
maybe. I think you mentioned something about having a target date for bringing everybody home, and you give that target date, and I think Mr. Romney asked the only sensible question, and he says, "Why are you giving the date out now? Why don't you just bring them home tomorrow morning?"
Suck a pig head, jive turkey fool.
I thought, yeah. I'm not going to shut up. It's my turn. So anyway,
It's supposed to be.
we're gonna have,
Improv, but
we're gonna have
his
to have
partner,
a
his
little
imaginary
chat
partner,
about that.
keeps saying no.
And then I just
And
wondered.
improv's all about
these-
yes and.
all these
Exactly.
promises, and then I wondered about when the what? What do you want me to tell Romney? I can't tell him to do that. I can't do.
Because he doesn't know Mitt Romney. And in Mitt Romney's eyes, this guy is a disgusting sinner. Because isn't Mitt Mormon?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this guy's a fucking filthy animal. Are you kidding me?
He's a
know-
murdering fucking. Here's the thing. So here's my top 5. All right, my first top 5. Big fan of the monkey movies. First of all. So my big top 5. Number 1, because he's probably dead by the time you're seeing this. Number 1, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Number 2, Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. Number 3, the second monkey movie, Every Which Way You Can. Number 4, Every Which Way But Loose. That's the first monkey movie. And number 5, Escape from Alcatraz. Now, collectively, in the 15 minutes that we spoke, we've said more than he did in all 5 of those fucking movies. And yet he suddenly decides to go to the Republican National Convention and do improv. He suddenly decides he's Bill Murray.
Yeah, he's really